This YCN segment is brought to you by Mount Sunapee Resort. Fun for all seasons.
After beating the defending champion Windsor Yellow Jackets in the semis, the Panthers from Thetford Academy advanced to their 6th straight state championship. The only team standing in the way this winter were their neighbors from Oxbow, who hoped to win an upset in Barrie, Vermont. To start things off in the first quarter, points were extremely hard to come by. Both teams struggled with turnovers and there were a lot of missed shots. Eventually though, it was Thetford who started to build a lead. Senior Kiana Johnson nailed a 3. And to close out the first 8 minutes, she grabbed an offensive board and floated up a shot at the buzzer, which went in. The Panthers led 8-2 after the first quarter. To begin the second frame, Thetford's junior Grace Davis knocked down a jumper from the left wing. And soon, Johnson assisted junior Casey McVeigh, who threw in 2 near the hoop. The Panthers' defense was rock solid, which made it difficult for the Olympians to score. After Thetford had taken a commanding 13-point lead, Oxbow finally started to dig themselves out of the hole. Junior Tiffany Longmore managed to sink a long 2-pointer, while senior Mariah Shumway scored in the paint. Junior Melanie Neal also hit a couple of free throws. By halftime, Oxbow had cut the deficit to single digits, and Thetford led with a score of 18-9. The third quarter was much more evenly matched, as the lead never changed by more than a couple of points. Oxbow's junior Melanie Neal and senior Casey Neal both threw in points, including a 3-ball from Casey. But Thetford's strong offense was always there to respond, as sophomore Nehemiah Benjamin soon got on the board with an and-one 3-point play. And Grace Davis knocked down a huge long ball. Heading into the final frame, the Panthers were still in control, with a score of 33-23. The fourth quarter saw an increased amount of offense from the Olympians. The team went on a small run and cut the deficit down to as little as 6. As freshman Emma Parkin hit a pair of free throws, and Melanie Neal made a steal and scored in transition. Just when it seemed like Oxbow had the momentum, Thetford's Kiana Johnson made her own steal and scored a huge bucket. Her teammate, sophomore Emmy Vaughn, also sank 2 key free throws to push the lead back up to 10. With about 90 seconds remaining in the game, Oxbow was now forced to foul. Johnson and senior Lily Brown both added points to the scoreboard. And by the time the last few seconds had ticked away, the Panthers were crowned champions of Vermont's Division III with a final score of 42-36. Thetford's junior Casey McVeigh led all scorers with 13 points, while her teammates, senior Kiana Johnson and junior Grace Davis, both threw in 8 apiece. After the game, we spoke with Thetford's head coach Eric Ward to get his take on the matchup.
We've had a little experience here, plus I think we played Oxbow twice during the season, and Oxbow's much improved. They had a great run in the playoffs, and being a next-door neighbor, the games mean a little bit more because everybody knows everybody on the floor. We did some good stuff tonight, but we didn't play great. But we did what we needed to do on the floor. We played some great defense for most of the game. Our offense, we missed. I know what our shooting percentage was tonight was very low. Shots we normally make, we didn't make tonight for whatever reason. We have to attribute that to we had a tough game in Windsor on Thursday night, and I think we're still a little tired. And we played great against Windsor, and tonight was winner take all. And I think for some of the kids, it's their first time here playing championship game, and they weathered the storm, did a great job, and I hope they really enjoy this experience. It's always special because I want any player I have that I coach have the opportunity to get here. And with this group, different players this year had a chance to get a championship. We know it's never going to happen every year. We hope to happen every year. But this group was a great group to coach this year. Sometimes there's a little bit of drama at different times, but this group, it was just, they brought a smile on my face every day at practice. I enjoy going to practice. And when you have a great bunch of kids, you want something good for them. And they deserve this. They had a great season. They deserve this championship. Some things doesn't always happen, but they received what they earned this year.
Thetford finishes the season with an overall record of 20-2, while Oxbow finishes at 10-14. Both teams will lose key seniors to graduation, but don't be surprised if the Panthers and Olympians are right back in the finals mix come next winter.